around Crystal. So I don't think, oh, she's just boring, what everyone says. I think there's enough there that she earned her place because I think she has potential. So I'm not shocked. Do I like Dorit's dark hair? I'm adjusting. Now, don't forget, I know Dorit from high school. So Miss Lumkull in high school had even darker hair and even curlier hair. So she's slightly, a friend of mine from high school even sent the picture of Dorit and is like, oh, this is almost the Dorit we know and remember. I'm like, sweetie, many noses ago and many eyebrow lifts ago. And yes, but see,
wait, David, what, refresh our memory. What class tell us, remember, how was the hierarchy? Were you guys in the same class?
We were not. We had a sister that we shared. One of my good friends and one of her good friends were sisters. But she didn't even. There was a funeral for the father. She didn't even come. They were like, "Oh, Dorit's gonna come." I'm like, "She's not. It's the night of the People's Choice Awards. Like, it was like the MTV Awards. I'm like, Dorit is like literally on the red carpet. They're like, what? I'm like, she's not coming to this. Like, she's." Dorit for as Kim would say, she don't who she thinks she is or something. Kim has some saying from New Jersey.
So
She's like,
so you guys went to the same high school.
Sarah, stop trying to figure out my age, which is what you're doing. I know what you're doing, girl. I wasn't born yesterday. Okay, girl.
Moving on. I'm trying to adjust to the dark hair too. But see, I can't decide if I've just known Dorit as a blonde for so long, but I feel like it makes her look mom-like. I don't know. I don't love it. It looks motherly.
What is she just like? It's a new season. Such darkness from last season. We need something lighter, something different to head into the future. And then they're like, I think the color is it's a very well done high-end color where there's a little bit of blonde. Very impressed. But I'm not sure, but Sarah, it's back. It's back. And this audience somehow wants me to talk. I mean, they get most excited when I talk about, and with you, Beverly Hills and Jersey. Those seem to be the ones right now that excite this particular audience the most. I'm excited. I agree with you. Maybe they're off camera, these two newbies. Erika Jayne posted with she's naked again. And she's like, Erika is feeling herself, girl. She is getting cocky. She's like, all right, you all hated me 2 seasons ago. I survived last season. She just posted like, I know I have another New York Times bestseller in me. Come on. And she's like naked. And then she's like taking the girls out for a walk or whatever she said. She has like her hair over her boobs and she's naked. Erika is feeling girl is getting into herself. Girl, I don't know if it's time to write another book just yet. Like, slow down, girl.
Wait until everything is done. A $25 million lawsuit that Ronald Richards is, for the trustees is representing, which essentially is $25 million lawsuit against EJ, saying that Tom Girardi used Tom Girardi's such a fucking scumbag. But anyhow, used, money from the law firm and victims to fund her lifestyle, pay her bills, fund her lifestyle, all that. And EJ is requesting, she wants a court in trial. She wants to do that. She doesn't want to settle. She wants to go all the way to trial. Interesting. You're a lawyer. Sometimes that's a good tactic.
I don't know about that, but you know what I did learn from having Mr. Richards on this very podcast?
Yes.
Because I'm like a fake lawyer, but I learned that, which I did think this was the one, well, there was a lot of interesting things, but this is the most interesting thing that stuck with me, is that whether Erika knew or not is not really even valid because it's fraudulent transfer. So like, you don't have to know the money is stolen, which as a lawyer, I guess I should have known this, but like I said, I suck as a lawyer. So like, if you receive stolen money, why should you have that windfall, whether you knew or didn't know? It's not really whether she knew or did. I mean, this is the exact question I asked him. Like, does everyone have it wrong that they're saying, did Erika know? Did she not know? So it made me think, when you and I sit up here and say, we're not sure she knew, that according to Ronald Richards, that doesn't necessarily make her so innocent, because that doesn't not taint the money, right? Like, and he's even saying he's not even asking for all of it back. Ruth Madoff, see, I listen when Ronald Richards speaks. Ruth Madoff didn't have to pay back all the money. She'll pay back most of it. She got to keep a little bit to live on. So there you go. So I think everyone really has it wrong with whether she knew or didn't know, which does make her like not culpable, but totally culpable. Like it's almost like whether you're a good person or not, and whether you knew, it doesn't even matter. You got to give the money back, girl, which I don't think she wants to do that, Sarah. I don't know the strategy of going to trial. I don't even, I don't understand that.
I don't think there is any money to give back. So
I don't think there's any money.
You know this, the longer she goes along with the attorneys, the more money that I don't know. I don't know how. I know this. She probably has to write a book. You know, she has to write a book. She's going to write, a fucking like a Harry Potter series. I mean, because she's, even if she wins against Ronald Richards, or let's say even they say to her, okay, you have to pay 10%, 15%, $3-4 million. I mean, how is she going to come up with that money? She makes $1 million maybe now from Bravo. She needs some of that money to live off. And I guarantee her lifestyle is down to like probably a lifestyle of somebody who makes $250,000, $300,000 a year, even though she's making. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. She doesn't own anymore. What does she own? I doubt she owns any.
She has that benefactor, right? She has that person who's helping her out, apparently. Right. Like to rent that thing, I think she got it for really discounted. Yeah, that's like you probably live on like
10 grand a month.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think and look, I mean, you and I know this. You can hire a glam squad. I don't know her arrangement, but I mean, anybody can get a glam squad. I can get a makeup artist over here for $250, $300 for 2 hours. I mean, I could have somebody doing my hair. I mean, that's affordable. You can have a glam squad. I hire a stylist. Like they come occasionally, that's affordable. So.
And you know what the thing about a glam squad is, once you don't do it yourself for an extended period of time, you really just can't. You lose the skills.
Yes,
to do it. So you really do. And look, she could justify that. I mean, she needs it for work, right? She's on camera. Yeah. I mean, a glam squad isn't, I'd be more right. She's not walking into like Louis or Dior and walking out with bags. No, she's not.
No, those days that ship has sailed. Like she's not flying private anymore. She's probably not even flying full first class. It might be like extended business. I mean, I do want her to write a book, because it's a huge fall from grace. It's a huge, you're used to, and we're seeing snippets of that in Aspen. And I mean, you used to be the one that was the member of the private club, and now you have nothing. You're in your 50s. I mean, it's a huge time to, I think a lot of people can relate to that, of starting over. People go through divorces, they go through situations where they thought they knew their partner, and their partner completely has a fucking gambling addiction on the side or whatever. I mean, I think there is a real
story. She's just sitting home saying, Diana, please call me for something to do. Diana's like, bitch, I'm pregnant. Entertain yourself.
Well, I mean, EJ's probably going to be the nanny. I mean, EJ's like reinventing. What are you going to do? I find that part of the story great and humbling.
This is why she still has a job. There's stuff, there's story. Speaking of which, where is Miss Hilton? Now, I know we didn't have her till later on last year, but there was a salary dispute last year. That's why Kathy didn't start filming till later. Granted, the whole fucking season ended up being about her, but